here's how you can add a great looking countdown with some slick animation effects to your Bubble app. So I'm on a blank page and I've just put a group in the middle of the page, and I've gone ahead and I've installed this countdown plugin. It's great when you discover an amazing free plugin that does just what it says on the tin and it works, and that is absolutely the case with this plugin. I will just say that people come and watch our videos maybe a year or two after we publish them, and sometimes plugins go in and out of the plugin directory, so do have a look for other countdown plugins if this one isn't available when you look, but it's likely that they'll work in a similar way, so do keep watching for that. So if I go into design, I'm going to add in the countdown element, and I know it's called countdown because if I go here you can see there is an element called countdown. And is often the case with a plugin that is adding some sort of design element or user interaction element on a page. You have to add it as an element to the page in order to load in the library of scripts to actually perform the action or make it look like whatever the plugin is that you're adding. So we'll go here and we'll drag it in. And again, another time I'm going to say this, as is often the case, you can just make this like really small, 1 pixel. Okay, it doesn't actually matter, but it does need to be on an element that loads in with the page. So now I'm going to add in my text, and just for quickness I'll go and select style. So it can now be a little bit hard to see and find the countdown element, so we can always find it in the layouts, or we can just search for it. Here we go, there it is. So countdown, so we'll just do current date time plus minutes plus 5 minutes. Okay, and that just means that every time the page loads, it's always going to start from 5 minutes. If you want to make it more fixed, for example, you want to run like an upsell during a checkout process, then I would suggest that you save the value of what is 5 minutes time to a field on the user, and then you refer to that value instead, so that it doesn't just refresh each time they reload the page. We're then going to, in order for the animation effect work, we have to tell it where the different parts, the different digits of our countdown are. So we're going to make this one minutes. So I can go here and I'll say countdown. Let me just rename the page. I've made this. No, okay, I'll leave it as it is. So my page is called countdown, so I'm not referring to my page, but my where's my text gone? Here it is. But the element is countdown A. So we'll do countdown A minutes. Okay, and then I'm just going to label it minutes. And like I said, I believe this is because it needs to target the right bit of text in order to apply a nice animation to it. I'm then going to go ahead and copy and paste that. We'll turn this into a row. We can probably use the canvas placeholder here to make it look a little bit more like it's taking up the right amount of space. So this will be seconds, and then this will be seconds like that. I'll rename this to seconds. Now really we need to have a colon in between, so let's copy and paste it. I'll make this the colon, so clear colon, and then remove the ID attribute. So I've got an ID attribute on my and on my seconds. Perfect. And then if I go back to my countdown, I just fill in the blanks here. So I've only used minutes and seconds. This just needs to identically match, like down to the case, what I've written in the ID attributes. And if you don't see ID attribute, you enable it in settings, general, scroll all the way down. And it's basically a way of adding a label into the code on the page. The user doesn't see it unless they use their browser tools. So let's go ahead and preview this. And we should see our nice animation take effect. So there you go, I've got my pulse effect. Let's have a look at a few other variations. We can have a faded slide. Give it another refresh. Oh yeah, doesn't that look good? And we'll go for blur lastly. But you can see that there's a number of simple yet really engaging animations available. Oh yeah, look at that blur. So there you go, that's how you can add in a countdown into your Bubble app.